Well, good morning, industrial tech and young engineers. So I know last week's hinge project was a little problematic for us in that we didn't have the subtract tool available for most of us. Be assured that this week's project, the spring, even though he mentions at the beginning of the video that he's doing it in the pro version, I have done this project and all of the tools he's using we have available to us as well. So come on over. I'm going to give you some hints on where to find some of those tools and what to do. All right. So there is the spring project, and you can see that I am at about a little over 5.5 minutes into the video. Okay, at this point. So some of the things that I want to help you out with is, let's see here. So you select the, in the video, he talks about the identity. Okay, so identity info. That's right over here. Okay, so if you select something, like I select that right there, if I can get it to go blue, I guess it is blue. And right up here, this top box, it says identity info. And so you can see this is an edge and gives the length and some other information. So that's where he goes, and that's where you'll find the identity info, is this top box right here. All right. So once again, you can always lock on one of the axes with your arrow keys. So as an example, if I was to want to draw a line, so I grabbed my pencil tool, L, and I wanted to draw a line, that line, I could try and make it vertical, or I could press the up arrow, and you'll notice it's constrained and it's blue. All right? So that made it exactly vertical. If I wanted to draw a line in this direction and I wanted to make sure that it was in the green axis, I would push the left arrow, and you'll notice that the line is now green. All right, and then the same way, if I wanted to draw a line and make sure, I could try and keep it on the red axis, but if I wanted to make sure it was on the red axis, I type the right arrow and it makes it on the red axis, and it will always stay on that axis. So remember that trick. Okay? So don't forget that and we've used this before, that control on the PC as you move something will leave the original and allow you to move a copy away from it. If you're on a Mac, it is the, I believe it's the command key. All right? And make sure that when you scale the spring, and remember, scale is located over here under, I believe, the push-pull tool. No, move tool. Sorry. Move tool, there's scale right there. And when you press scale, there are lots of different handles. So make sure that when you are compressing the spiral that you create so that it creates a steeper angle, that you grab the center spring. So let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I've highlighted some things here. I want to scale those. I hit scale. You'll see that there are lots and lots of handles. And you'll notice there's this handle right here. It even says that it's on the blue axis. It's in the middle of that box. That is the one you need to grab in order to compress this, okay, straight down the axis and scale it. If you grab any other one of these, notice it's not going to necessarily do it. It's going to screw it up. So make sure that you grab that center handle that's on the vertical axis, and that'll allow you to scale that perfectly straight up and down and keep your spring proportional. All right, so let's see, what else did I have here? Oh, so eventually you're going to want to use a tool that smooths out your ring, your spring. It's going to be a bunch of segments. Okay, so that tool is over under the eyeglass. So if you check, first of all, you have to select something, and then underneath the eyeglass, you'll see down here, okay, and I triple click it, you'll see here where, so I've selected my entire spring, I triple clicked it, it says smooth edges, smooth coplanar. That's where you find it in our version. It's under the glasses right there at the bottom. And I adjusted it for an angle of 30 degrees. Okay? So that's where you click on and off the coplanar, okay, and the smooth. And that will smooth out your spring. So now when I come back out here, okay, it's not smooth anymore. So if I triple click this and I put on my coplanar and I put on my smooth edges and I come back out here, you have to be patient for it to work. That's a lot of geometry that's trying to be adjusted, and it's not going to happen right away necessarily. But it will happen. You have to be patient, and it will happen. So for whatever reason on my PC, he talked about being able to select things with the Alt key, and mine doesn't work. So hopefully yours does. But all of those things should work for you in this program. There it is. See how it goes back smooth again? All right. So I hope you guys have a fun time. I haven't finished this yet, but I know that all of the tools are available. So this is not the final version of the spring. So this will be due Sunday night, next Sunday. So may the 4th be with you, and enjoy your Cinco de Mayo. Adios.